These 5 bulking snacks help me build muscle, gain confidence, and make a viral fitness transformation, all on a student budget. And today, I'm going to share them with you. I know everyone has different dietary requirements, so I made sure these snacks are super flexible to fit your needs, as well as being healthy, high protein, calorie dense, and packed full of nutrients that are going to be essential to help you smash your fitness goals. I'll be putting all of the recipes on screen after each snack, so feel free to pause the video, take a screenshot, and then you can try it yourself. Make sure to let me know which is your favourite in the comments. And the best part is, all of these snacks are super quick and easy to make, they're cheap and don't require any cooking at all. It's going to save you so much time and effort on your bulking journey. If you have a super busy schedule like me, then you know how hard it can be to get your calories in. So we're going to start off with some of my favourite snacks that are perfect to throw in your bag and take with you on the go. First up, cheese. There are loads of snack cheeses out there, from Baby Bells to string cheese, but the problem with most of them is that they can be pretty expensive, especially when you're on a tight budget. There's around 208 calories in 50 grams of cheddar cheese, and depending on which one you buy, you can usually get it for as little as 30 pence per portion. But for the same quantity of pre-packaged snack cheese, you're probably going to be paying more than double the price for fewer calories. So the cheapest option for your bulk is to buy a regular block of cheese like cheddar or Edam and just chop it into portions that you can eat throughout the day. Bulking snack number 2 is going to be a high protein smoothie with a whopping 1,450 calories. Liquid calories are a game changer if you don't have a big appetite, and with 92 grams of protein, this smoothie is going to be an amazing option to help you build muscle and costs a fraction of the price of pre-made protein drinks. I've also got a few alternative recipes I'll share in a bit, but first we're going to blend 50 grams of oats until we get a fine powder. Blending the oats first is going to make your final smoothie a lot less bitty and really help you get that smooth consistency. However, I made the mistake of leaving the oats as the first ingredient in the blender, but this meant that they kind of got stuck to the bottom, so to avoid this, blend the oats first and put them in a separate bowl and then add them as the last ingredient. I'd recommend adding the liquid ingredients first, as this will just help things mix better. So we're going to add 30 grams of protein powder, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 80 grams of peanut butter, 300 grams of frozen berries. I defrosted these in the microwave a little bit, but you can always take them out earlier before you make your smoothie, just so everything blends up a bit easier. Next we're going to add 350 ml of whole milk, and I like to add a pinch of cinnamon because I find that it really brings out that chocolatey flavour. And finally 200 grams of Greek yogurt. And now all that's left to do is blend it. You might have to do this a few times to get a super smooth consistency, especially if you made the same mistake I did and put the oats at the bottom. I blended it about 3 times, and halfway through I took it out and gave it a stir just so that I could unstick the oats. I'll pop the full recipe on screen while that's blending, but if you don't have protein powder, you can either just leave it out or try this tropical smoothie instead. And if you can't eat nuts, why not give this one a go? If you're looking for an alternative to peanut butter, there are loads of calorie-dense options you can try. Things like oils, seed butters, or even chocolate spread will really help you get the calories in. All of these smoothies are similar in calories, so they're going to be a game changer on your bulk. This recipe would definitely be my favourite though, because I just love that combination of chocolate and berries. What's your favourite flavour combo? Let me know in the comments. You don't need to do any preparation for the next one, which makes it a super convenient snack to grab on those long days of studying. But don't click off if you're allergic to nuts, because I've got a great option for you, and that's dried fruit. Things like apricots, dates, cranberries and raisins are packed full of nutrients and are going to be really great to help you get those calories in. But back to nuts. It might surprise you, this small bowl of walnuts, this massive plate of oats, and that tiny spoon of peanut butter all have 600 calories. So you can probably guess which ones would be easier to get down if you don't have a big appetite. Personally, I'd probably just go for the peanut butter, but snacking on nuts throughout the day is a great way to get in an extra few hundred calories without even noticing. You can also use them in smoothies or even add them to a bowl of oats. But before we move on to the next one, it would mean so much to me if you hit subscribe, because YouTube told me that apparently 90.5% of people who watch my content aren't actually subscribed. And I was like, mate, how does that even work? So if you're getting value out of this content, subscribe, because the fact that you're here watching this video tells me that you're invested in achieving your fitness goals, and I want to help you get there. So hit subscribe because I'm so excited to go on the journey together. Mic drop. Okay, next one. This is probably one of my favorite snacks ever, And it's a high protein chocolate mousse. This mousse is super creamy and chocolatey and has over 970 calories with over 57 grams of protein. So it's a win for me. We're going to add 90 grams of peanut butter to a bowl, 200 grams of Greek yogurt, 50 grams of cocoa powder, and you can also add protein powder if you want to get a bit of extra protein in. Now you've got to stir it well to get that moussey consistency, so you're going to have to put some elbow grease in and add milk in small amounts until you get it to the thickness that you want. I think I've had this pretty much every day since I started my bulk, and it's just a really nice snack to come home to after a long day of uni. Next we're making some super creamy overnight oats, but they don't have to be overnight, you can just put them in the fridge and then come back later. But the great thing about these oats is that you can make them in batch, so you can have 2 or 3 just ready in the fridge so you can grab them whenever you need a well-balanced snack. So in a bowl you're going to add 50 grams of oats and 350 ml of whole milk. To get it super creamy, I like to put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, but you don't need to do this, it will just take a bit longer in the fridge for the oats to soak up all that liquid. Once it's out of the microwave, we're going to add 30 grams of protein powder and give it a really good stir to make sure everything's mixed in. Then we're going to add 50 grams of frozen berries and 50 grams of walnuts, and then put them in an airtight container. I like to use these empty peanut butter jars and pop them in the fridge for at least an hour, or you can just leave it overnight. And that's it. It's super simple, high protein, and you get a real burst of flavour from those berries. So here's the recipe. It's really flexible, and feel free to try different fruits or add different flavours of protein powder. I use vanilla whey protein, but it's totally up to you. But if you're not a fan of the texture of oats, then there are loads of cereals to choose from. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I usually just go for a super plain, cheap cereal and pair that with a protein shake, which is an amazing combination to have an hour or so before your workout. This is because you've got the carbs in there that are going to give you the energy you need to push hard in your session, but you've also got the protein, and this is an essential building block that your muscles need to be able to grow and recover after you've been training them hard at the gym. I'm going to be super honest with you. Bulking can be so hard, especially if you don't really know what you're doing, and I personally made a lot of mistakes that I didn't even know I was making that held me back so much on my fitness journey. So if you want to make sure that you're not making the same mistakes, watch this video next because it will clear everything up for you. Okay, bye.